You are now listening to Carolina Forest Basketball, presented by the voice of Panthers basketball, Brogan Hillman.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight as Carolina Forest is set to take on the Socastee Braves in-region opponent as we kick off region play here in South Carolina, 5A, Region 6. The last time these two teams met, Carolina Forest won by a decisive margin. They won that matchup 78-52, winning that game by 26 points, and they lead this all-time matchup 25-16. Carolina Forest has had the upper hand over the past few years, and they look to carry that in to this season's region play. Last season started off hot for Carolina Forest. They played well all the way through the Panther Classic, and then once they got to region play, that's when everything started to unfold in front of them. They finished 3-7 in the region, finishing 13-10 overall. The only team that was worse than Carolina Forest in the region last season was Socastee themselves. They finished 2-8, one game under Carolina Forest. So they look to rewrite that this year as the Panthers look to get above 500 in the region and look to keep this hot start going as Carolina Forest finds themselves 9-4 after the conclusion of the Panther Classic. That Panther Classic again saw Carolina Forest in the first round taking down Johnsonville, who's actually a common opponent of both Carolina Forest and Socastee. Both teams beat Johnsonville. Socastee played them first back in November. They won that game 72-53. Carolina Forest won that game 72-33. Both teams put up 72 on Johnsonville, and both teams look to put up some high scores tonight. But Carolina Forest, again, they have been rolling. They faced Christchurch in the second round of that Carolina Forest Panther Classic, lost that game 68-64. They had that commanding lead at halftime, and it got away. And then they faced Conway in that third place match, which they ended up winning 71-50. For Carolina Forest, their offense has been on display all season long. J.J. Gray, like we've mentioned since the very beginning of the season, is second in all of South Carolina in points per game. He currently sits at 26.5, which is second, again, in the entire state of South Carolina. He leads the entirety of 5A with that 26.5 points per game margin. They have three all-region players in J.J. Gray, Nixon Coney, and Cade Taylor. Three outstanding guards for this Carolina Forest lineup. And it is a team full of shooters. They can attack you from the perimeter. R.J. Henry, 23 three-pointers. Cade Taylor, also 23. J.J. Gray, 22 from beyond the arc. And Nixon Coney, 15 from beyond the arc. All of them second in the region, third in the region, fourth in the region, fifth in the region. The shooting and the offensive prowess has been on full display for Carolina Forest to start this season. They're averaging 66.4 points per game. They're averaging 30 rebounds per game, getting big on the boards, and they have been electric at home this entire season. They're 5-2, they're 2-1 on the road, and they're 2-1 in neutral site games. So everyone is getting towards the bench. They're getting ready to call these starting lineups and get this region opener underway. Carolina Forest again went 3-7 in region play last season. Tonight marks their opportunity to turn that around and right their wrongs from a year ago. So Carolina Forest, Socastee coming right up after we have our starting lineups. We'll get those announced and we'll get right back to you with some Carolina Forest region play. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Carolina Forest region basketball.
You have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
as we have our starting lineups for the visiting Socastee Braves. It's going to be number 1, Kyler Wethington. Number 3, Christian Royals. Number 5, Chris Ryan. Number 11, Paul Livingston. And number 12, Jalen McIntyre. And for your Carolina Forest Panthers, the same lineup we've been rolling out for the past 5 games. Number 1, J.J. Gray. Number 2, Nixon Coney. Number 3, Cade Taylor. Number 4, R.J. Henry. And number 11, Josiah Fisher. To start it off, it's going to be Kyler Wethington, top of the key for Socastee, as the Braves win the tip. Going to be a foul early here for Carolina Forest. Foul's going to go against R.J. Henry. 13 seconds in, just getting a little too physical. It's going to be the first team foul of the night, and that's going to be R.J. Henry's first as well. Inbound. Going to go to Ryan. Ryan, top of the key, is going to find Royals. Royals just trying to make something happen. Looking around. Going to find Livingston. Livingston now to a cutting Royals. That one's taken away. Steal, Nixon Coney. Zinconi finds his outlet in Taylor. Taylor pushes, finds Henry. Henry back to Zinconi. And now they're chilling top of the key. They go into Fisher. Fisher in the paint, going to give it back to Zinconi. Zinconi top of the key, gives it to Gray. Gray, post up. Going to shoot, not going to go. Rebound. It's going to be McIntyre, and Socastee's pushing again. It's going to go to Royals. Royals back to McIntyre. McIntyre into the paint. Layup attempt up and in. Socastee takes the early 2. 2-0. 7:08 remaining here in the first quarter. Beautiful cut and layup attempt there by Jalen McIntyre. Now a 3 attempt from Nixon Coney. Knocks it down to open up the scoring for Carolina Forest. Going to be 3-2. Carolina Forest leads. 6:55 remaining now in the first quarter. A beautiful attempt to answer right back with Socastee. And it's going to be a steal. Nixon Coney takes it away. Has it right back for Carolina Forest. Going to be top of the key, R.J. Henry. Henry thought about shooting instead. Tries to drive into the paint. Loses it. Going to bounce off the foot of a Socastee defender. Going to remain Carolina Forest ball, as they are set to inbound on the baseline. It's going to be Henry on the inbound. Again, Carolina Forest leads 3-2 with 6:41 remaining in the first quarter. Inbound goes to Zinconi. Zinconi thought about shooting it. It's going to get it out to Fisher. Fisher almost loses it, saves it, gives it to Taylor. Taylor now to Zinconi. Zinconi to shoot again. Not going to go off the front of the rim. Rebound, Socastee. It's going to be Livingston on the board. Livingston going to give it to Wethington. Wethington trying to just slow down tempo and get something going here for Socastee. He's going to go into the paint himself. Layup attempt, no good. It's going to be an offensive rebound. 2 men going to be tangled up. It's going to be Fisher of Carolina Forest to go in there and cause the jump ball. Possession arrow goes for Carolina Forest. It's going to be Carolina Forest ball on the baseline. Great hustle there by Josiah Fisher to get in and cause that jump ball to give Carolina Forest possession. It's going to be Taylor bringing the ball up the court for Carolina Forest. Taylor going to dump off to Fisher. Fisher working on the right wing against Livingston. Now it's going to go into Gray. Gray in the corner. He's working against Wethington. Layup attempt, no good. Offensive rebound, also not going to go, but he is fouled on the attempt. He'll be headed to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. We see this so often with J.J. Gray, as he is second in all of 5A for free throws made with 86 on the year. As Gray loads first free throw attempt up and no good off the front iron. Remains 3-2. 5:58 remaining here in the first quarter. As Gray loads up, second free throw attempt on its way and good. Nothing but net, bringing his total on the year to 87 free throws made. Carolina Forest leads 4-2 with 5:58 remaining in the first. Wethington running into some trouble, not able to get the inbound out in time. 5-second violation. Carolina Forest takes over on the baseline. We know that their defense is so suffocating and all over the place that it causes havoc for any opposing offense to try to work against. They cause an early turnover here, and it's going to be R.J. Henry on the baseline, set to inbound. Goes to Zinconi. Zinconi working on that left wing. Going to dump off to Gray. Gray thought about shooting into the paint. Floater attempt, no good, but he is fouled yet again. He'll be headed to the line once more to shoot 2 free throws, much like he did on the last possession. Foul. Looks like it's going to go against Jalen McIntyre, his first foul of the evening. Gray, first free throw attempt up and in. Makes it 5-2, 5:51 here remaining in the first quarter. 3-point lead for Carolina Forest early. Second free throw attempt for Gray. Up and in, rattling off the rim. Going to make it 6-2, 4-point lead for Carolina Forest. And that's 4 early points here for J.J. Gray. Inbound for Socastee, almost gets away. McIntyre able to corral it, but it's taken away by Henry. Henry with the pickpocket steal. He's trapped in the corner. Socastee almost gets it back. Taylor there to save it for Carolina Forest to Zinconi. Zinconi pass is taken away by Wethington. Wethington now driving into the paint. Henry had the feet set. They're going to say it was a blocking foul and that he was a little bit of movement there, not fully set. Foul going to go against R.J. Henry. It's going to be R.J. Henry's second foul early on in this contest. Got to be careful as there's only 5:36 remaining here in the first quarter, and he already has 2. Free throw attempt now for Wethington. Jim getting loud. First free throw is good off the front iron and in. Makes it 6-3 with 5:36 remaining in the first quarter. Substitution for Carolina Forest. It's going to be Eric Morales subbing in, and he replaces R.J. Henry, who has those 2 early fouls. Wethington again, second free throw attempt. Taking his time, deep breath in, attempt up, and it's going to be in. Nothing but net, makes it 6-4. Socastee with the answer. 2 early points in the night for Kyler Wethington. Now it's going to go to Gray. Gray, top of the key, is going to find Zinconi. Zinconi into Fisher. Fisher working against Livingston, who is one of the tallest players on this lineup at 6'5". That pass going to go back to Gray. Gray hits his three-pointer, and he brings this one to 9-4. Carolina Forest with the 5-point lead. 5:14 remaining here on the first quarter. J.J. Gray now 23 made three-pointers on the year. Brings him to a 3-way tie with teammates R.J. Henry and Cade Taylor, all of which are tied second for the most three-pointers made in the entire region. This offensive prowess behind the perimeter has been so effective for Carolina Forest, and they're putting it on display here early against Socastee. Inbound now, almost had trouble. Wethington just able to get away. Full court press here from Carolina Forest, going to prove to be effective. It's going to be a jump ball called once again as they have nowhere to go with J.J. Gray and Nick Zinconi sitting, trapping Jalen McIntyre in the corner. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession error goes to Socastee, so they'll retain possession. Actually, they're going to give it to Carolina Forest, who's quick on the inbound. It's going to go to Morales. Morales now finds Zinconi. Zinconi, Taylor, top of the key, lets the 3 rain, not going to go. Rebound by Livingston of Socastee. It looked like the possession arrow was with Socastee. I guess they changed that a little too prematurely. And now Carolina Forest working on that corner. It's going to force a timeout to be called. Socastee is going to take their first one of the night. Carolina Forest leads 9-4, 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. Defense for Carolina Forest has been on full display and causing issues early. Again, Socastee uses that timeout. Carolina Forest leads 9-4, 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
You have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
As it was just a quick little 30-second timeout. Socastee getting trapped on the sideline there, had to use a timeout to try and save possession. It's going to be Royals for the Braves set to inbound on the sideline. Royals going to find Wethington. Wethington working in this backcourt against J.J. Gray. 1-on-1, trying to bring this one up the floor. Gray playing some physical defense. Wethington tries to get away. Ball is loose. They're going to call a foul before he lost it. Looks like that foul is going to go against Eric Morales. It's going to be his first of the evening. Team foul number 3. It's going to be an on-the-floor foul. Wethington set to inbound for Socastee as he's going to find Livingston. Livingston looks like he stepped on the sideline. Turnover, Socastee. Carolina Forest takes over, and this defense has been all over the Braves in the first 3 minutes and 19 seconds of this game. Socastee's had immense struggles trying to move the ball against this Carolina Forest defense. It's going to be Taylor set to bring the ball at the floor for Carolina Forest. Taylor going to find Zinconi. Zinconi thought about shooting it. It's going to give it back to Taylor. Taylor driving into the paint. Has that one taken away. They're going to say it went off of Taylor. Turnover. Socastee ball set to inbound on the baseline. Great defensive play there and quick hands by Jalen McIntyre of Socastee to knock that one out of Taylor's hands. And they get the ball back on the baseline. It's Wethington set to inbound. Wethington having trouble inbounding once again. Tries to get it into McIntyre. They're going to say that one went out on the baseline. And it looks like it's going to be Carolina Force ball right back. A quick response by this defense. This full court press, not giving up anything for Socastee. Wethington's been having struggles all night just trying to inbound the ball and create possessions for Socastee. It's going to be Gray on the inbound. Gray is going to find Taylor. Taylor goes right back to Gray, who is currently working against Chris Ryan. Gray, top of the key. Going to find Taylor. Taylor shoots from the left corner. Three-pointer not going to go. Offensive rebound in the paint. That one's going to get away, but Taylor rips it right back. Still remains Carolina Force possession on their side of the floor. It's going to be Gray. Gray in the paint. Layup attempt, no good. But once again, he is fouled for the third time tonight, and he will be headed to the line to shoot 2 more free throws once again. There is a reason J.J. Gray is second in all of 5A for free throws made. As he came into the night with 86, he currently has 89, and he just made that mark 90. 10-4, Carolina Force extends their lead to 6. 7 points on the night for J.J. Gray. Second free throw attempt on its way. It's going to be up and in, nothing but net. Carolina Force leads 11-4, and J.J. Gray has 8 points on the night. Wethington for the inbound. Tries to find McIntyre. He will find him. A little too physical of defense there for Eric Morales. Going to be his second foul of the night. That's going to be team foul number 4. Morales and Henry combining for those 4 fouls, both of which have 2 early on here in this first quarter. Substitution for Carolina Force. It's going to be Morales subbing out. He will be replaced by Jack White. Socastee now moving the ball. It's going to be Ryan. Ryan on that left wing. He's going to find McIntyre. McIntyre tries to find Ryan. It's taken away by Cade Taylor. Taylor finds Gray. Gray thought about shooting. Instead, he's going to give it to Zanconi. Zanconi working on that left wing. Gives it back to Taylor. Taylor, who's going to find Sario. Sario in the paint, trying to work against the big man. Back to Taylor. Taylor for 3. Not going to go. Offensive rebound by Zanconi. Zanconi tries to get it back to a man. It's going to be thrown away into the backcourt. White able to receive it, but by the time he got to the ball, he was behind the half-court line. Going to be a turnover. Socastee ball, half-court violation. And now, it's going to be Jalen McIntyre tasked with getting this ball in for Socastee, something that they have found to be difficult all night long early on throughout the first 4.5 minutes. As he's going to find Ryan. Ryan back to McIntyre. McIntyre layup attempt, not going to go. Gray with the rebound. Gray pushing now into Sario. Sario layup attempt, not going to go. They're going to call something here in the lane. They're going to call goaltending, and they're going to say the layup attempt for Landon Sario counts, and Carolina Force extends their lead 13-4. 3:18 remaining here in this first quarter. It's going to be Ryan bringing the ball up the floor for Socastee. Ryan tries to find Wethington. It's taken away by Gray. Gray on the transition for Carolina Force, gets into the paint, and they're going to call a charge. It's going to be a charge on J.J. Gray. As the Panther Den erupts, they thought that call should have went the other way. Should have been an and one layup, but the refs beg to differ. They're going to say it's a charging foul on J.J. Gray. Turnover, Socastee ball on the baseline. That's going to be Gray's first foul of the night. As this full court press, once again getting in to Socastee. Almost thrown away. Stragnick just has to get it out. Finds McIntyre. McIntyre now working on this right wing against Brandon Johnson. Johnson to Ryan. Ryan for 3. Not going to go. Rebound, Gray, but that one's almost taken away. Gray fighting for it on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Socastee currently holds possession arrow. That's going to be Socastee ball with 2:49 remaining. Again, Carolina Force leads 13-4. It's going to be Wethington set to inbound on the baseline for Socastee. As he's going to find Ryan. Ryan, top of the key, finds Stragnick. Stragnick into the paint. That one's taken away. Steal by J.J. Gray. Gray now with the loose ball. Going to find Johnson. Johnson working into the paint. Tries to find Sario. Gets away, but Gray's able to corral it. His push shot up and in. 10 points on the night for J.J. Gray. 15-4. Carolina Force leads by 11. Another steal here for Carolina Force. It's Taylor on the steal. He finds Gray. Gray for three. Not going to go. Rebound Sario. Sario second attempt. Does not go. Taylor with the rebound. Trips with the ball in his hands. They're going to call that a travel, because you cannot go from the top to the bottom still holding the ball. They're going to call that every time. So it remains 15-4. Socastee ball set to inbound on the baseline. It's going to be Wethington of Socastee set now to inbound. 2:18 remaining in the first quarter. Carolina Force leads 11. Wethington trying to find his guy, having trouble, finally gets it in. That one's going to be an offensive foul. And Carolina Force is going to take the ball right back on their own baseline. Not quite sure who they're calling that foul on, as they don't give any indication. This one's going to go into Johnson. Johnson into White. White working top of the key against Duke. White now finds Johnson. Johnson working on that right wing. He'll be working against Wethington. Johnson brings it top of the key, tries to find Gray. Batted out of bounds by Brown. It's going to remain Carolina Force ball. It's going to be Johnson set to inbound on the sideline. Johnson finds Taylor. Taylor top of the key. He's working against Ryan. He gets a pick from Sario. Taylor going to take it on the right wing. Not going to go. Layup attempt. Miss. Johnson with the offensive rebound for Carolina Force. Johnson post-up attempt. Still does not go. Offensive rebound by Cade Taylor. Now it's going to go to Gray. Gray on the right wing hits a three in Marcus Brown's face, makes it 18-4. J.J. Gray 13 points now on the night. Carolina Force electric as Gray gets the steal and his layup attempt up and in. Carolina Force continues to extend that lead 20-4. Minute 28 remaining in the first quarter, and Carolina Force leads by 16. J.J. Gray with 15 points on the night. Carolina Force, this defensive prowess has been causing turnover after turnover, giving Carolina Force ample opportunity to capitalize on every mistake. Inbound now for Wethington. Wethington into Brown. Brown trying to work against Johnson. They finally break this full court press. It's going to go into Ryan. Ryan into the paint. His shot is rejected. Sario with a big deflection. That ball is going to get away from Carolina Force. However, Johnson loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to be Socastee ball, and they are set to inbound right on the baseline. Looks like it's going to be Ryan for Socastee set to inbound, as he's going to find Marcus Brown in the backcourt. Brown working against Jack White. Going to have it top of the key, one-on-one. Brown gets by White. Shot attempt, no good off the glass. Rebound by Taylor. Taylor now pushing. Carolina Force has numbers. He's going to find White. White working on that left wing. Still working against Brown. Gives it back to Taylor. Taylor into the paint. Finds Johnson on a beautiful runner. Layup attempt, no good. It's going to be a defensive rebound. Socastee still working. Ball is loose. 52 seconds remaining now in the first quarter. A shot attempt for Wethington. He's going to be fouled. That one's taken away. Sario tried to get another huge block there. Just got a little too aggressive. Got a piece of the hand. And they're going to call that sending Kyler Wethington to the free throw line. That's going to be the first foul on Landon Sario. That's going to be the sixth foul for Carolina Force. Wethington loads up. First free throw attempt up and in. Gives Kyler Wethington 3 points on the night. Makes it 20-5. Carolina Force still holds that 15-point lead. 43 seconds remaining now in the first quarter. Second free throw attempt also good for Kyler Wethington. 20-6. 46 seconds remaining. It's going to be Cade Taylor bringing the ball up the floor for Carolina Force. Taylor now into the open paint. Finds White. White wide open on the left corner. Three attempt, no good. Rebound Socastee. It's going to be Marcus Brown. Brown now pushing it coast to coast into the paint. Layup attempt, no good. They're going to call it a foul. Marcus Brown headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul once again is going to go against Landon Sario. That's his second foul of the evening. 7th team foul from Carolina Force here in this first quarter. Brown, first free throw attempt, up and in, makes it 20-7. Lead cut down now to 13. Substitution for Carolina Forest. Going to be Hayden Collier subbing in. He replaces Landon Sario with the 2 fouls. Brown's second free throw attempt on its way up and no good off the front iron. Collier just subbed in with the physical rebound. That's going to get out to Gray. Gray working now on that right wing. Gray going to be working against the free throw shooter, Marcus Brown. As he still has it, just trying to make some moves, shake, and set up for something to happen. Collier is going to set up a pick. Gray going to bring it now top of the key as he finds White. White working, 11 seconds left here in this first quarter. Time clicking down. Carolina Force looking to hold for the final shot as Gray gets it over to Taylor. Taylor, 3 on the left wing. Not going to go. It's going to be an offensive rebound from Gray. Gray falling away. Hits an improbable fadeaway shot at the buzzer. J.J. Gray, some magic on that fadeaway. 17 points on the night now for J.J. Gray in the first quarter alone. 22-7. Carolina Force leads by 15 as we head to the end of the first quarter. Again, Carolina Force leads 22-7 as we head to the end of the first quarter.
You have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we enter the second quarter, J.J. Gray single-handedly outscoring Socastee by a very wide margin. Carolina Force leads 22-7. J.J. Gray, 17 of those 22 points for Carolina Force. It's been an offensive explosion in the first quarter. Now, start of the second. It's going to be Gray on that left wing. Gray finds Johnson. Johnson post up from mid-range on that right wing is going to be good. Counts as a two-pointer, makes it 24-7. Carolina Force extends their lead to 17. Now for Socastee, it's going to be Wethington. Wethington pushes. Shot going to be no good. Gets his own miss. Going to shoot again. That time knocks it down. It's going to be Kyler Wethington with 6 points on the night. Makes it 24-9. Carolina Force leads 15. 7:25 remaining now in the second quarter. As that pass gets away from Jack White, it's going to be a turnover. Socastee set to take over on their own baseline. Remains 24-9. Carolina Force holding that 15-point lead over Socastee. Set to inbound is going to be Ryan. Ryan tries to find his guy. He's going to find Brown. Brown trying to work against this full court press. It's taken away. It's going to be Zanconi. Zanconi on the steal. His layup attempt is no good. He is fouled, however. He'll be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul goes against number 2, Marcus Brown, his first foul of the night. It has been a very foul-heavy contest so far throughout the first quarter and 40 seconds. Free throw attempt for Zanconi is going to fall. Makes it 25-9, 16-point lead with 7:20 remaining in the second quarter. There has been a total of 10 fouls throughout the first 8 minutes and 40 seconds of play here between Carolina Force and Socastee. Carolina Force accounting for 7 of those fouls. Second free throw negated by a lane violation. As Ryan tries to get it in, it's taken away by Taylor. Taylor finds Johnson. Johnson for 3, and he knocks it down from the right corner. 5 points on the night for Brandon Johnson, all of which coming in the second quarter. Socastee quick on the attack. It's going to be Marcus Brown in the paint, fouled and 1, headed to the free throw line, looking to capitalize on this opportunity. Foul goes against Cade Taylor. Going to be his first foul of the evening. First team foul here in the second quarter for Carolina Force. Marcus Brown looks to extend this play and capitalize on the and 1. Free throw up and good. Three-point play for Marcus Brown. Makes it 28-12. Socastee still down 16. 6:58 remaining in the second quarter. Johnson drives into the paint, layup attempt, no good, but he is fouled. He'll be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws of his own. It feels like we have a foul here every 20 seconds in this contest. That foul gonna go against number 11, Paul Livingston, his first foul of the night. Johnson to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Again, a very foul-heavy contest throughout the first 9 minutes and 4 seconds of this contest. First free throw attempt for Johnson. Knocks it down, nothing but net. Makes it 29-12, 17-point lead for Carolina Forest. Second free throw attempt off the back iron, no good. Going to remain 29-12. However, on the rebound attempt, Socastee knocks it out of bounds. Going to be Carolina Forest ball right back on the baseline. This presence for Carolina Forest has been all over the floor tonight, making it very difficult for Socastee to maneuver as they get takeaway after takeaway, creating opportunity after opportunity. Taylor inbound, going to find Collier. Collier now working on that right corner. He's going to find Zinconi. Zinconi is going to be working against Royals, trying to make something happen. It's going to find Collier. Collier's pass is tipped and taken away. It's going to be Weathington, but Weathington has it pickpocketed by Taylor. Taylor into Zinconi. His layup attempt up and in. 6 points on the night for Nick Zinconi. Makes it 31-12. Carolina Forest holding a 19-point lead. 6:31 remaining now in the second quarter. And now it's going to be Taylor. Taylor with the takeaway to Zinconi. Zinconi layup attempt once again. Up and in. 8 points on the night now for Nick Zinconi. 33-12. Carolina Forest another steal. It's going to be Johnson. Johnson into the paint. His layup attempt blocked. Taken away by Socastee. Socastee now pushing down the floor. Looks for his guy. It's going to be Livingston. Livingston going to find Brown. Brown in the paint is going to be fouled. Foul is going to go against Nick Zinconi. They're going to say he was in shooting motion, and Marcus Brown will be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Actually, they're going to give that foul to Hayden Collier. It's going to be his first foul of the evening, second team foul of the second quarter. Marcus Brown, first free throw attempt, up and good off the front iron and in. Makes it 33-13. Substitution for Carolina Forest, going to be Hayden Collier subbing out. Josiah Fisher, who started this matchup at small forward for Carolina Forest, subbing back in. Marcus Brown set to shoot his second free throw. It's going to be up and good off the back iron. They're going to call a lane violation, going to say it goes against Socastee. And it's going to be Carolina Forest ball on the baseline. They hold that 33-13 lead. They lead by 20 with 6:04 remaining in the second quarter. It's going to be Taylor bringing the ball up the floor on that left wing. He'll be working against Jalen McIntyre. As he's going to dish off to Gray. Gray, top the key, tries to bring it into the paint. That one's going to get away. They're going to say it last went off of J.J. Gray. It's going to be Socastee ball turnover on the baseline. It's going to be Christian Royals set to inbound. Royals tries to find Marcus Brown. He does, almost gets away. They're able to corral it, and they push it up the floor, but that was taken away by Zinconi. Zinconi gonna find Taylor. Taylor off to Johnson. Johnson for 3. He hits on the right wing. 9 points on the night for Brandon Johnson. 36-13, Carolina Forest leads by 23. These takeaways have been all over and many to come by for Carolina Forest. It's been steal after steal as they force Socastee to call another timeout. Remains 36-13. Timeout Socastee, 5:24 remaining in this second quarter. Again, Carolina Forest leads 36-13 with 5:24 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back with more second quarter action.
Do you have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
Well, we mentioned it. Carolina Forest has just been all over the floor defensively tonight, making it literally impossible for Socastee to move the ball anywhere near the basket. It's been takeaway after takeaway. Full court press has been implemented on every single possession here on defense for Carolina Forest, and it has made it so difficult for Socastee to maneuver, as that one is almost taken away before the steal. They call a foul. Foul looks like it's going to go against Cade Taylor of Carolina Forest. It's going to be his second foul of the night. It's going to be team foul number 3 in this second quarter. It's going to be Royals in the inbound. Royals going to find McIntyre. McIntyre is going to bring it up for Socastee, working top of the key against Brandon Johnson. McIntyre trying to find a guy, still working on that right wing. Eventually gets it in. He's going to find Ryan. Ryan, floater attempt is going to go. His first points of the night makes it 36-15. 21-point lead now for Carolina Forest, as Aiden Armstrong is going to be out on the floor for Carolina Forest. He's going to find Taylor. Taylor, floater attempt, not going to go. Gets his own rebound. Second attempt effort, still not going to go. Rebound eventually by Livingston. Livingston going to step on the baseline. It's going to be Carolina Forest ball. Another turnover forced by this Carolina Forest potent defense. It's going to be Taylor set to inbound on the baseline for Carolina Forest. Taylor going to find Zanconi. Zanconi working on this left wing. He'll be working against Christian Royals. Zanconi finds Armstrong, thought about shooting, beautiful pump fake, gets into the open court. Jump shot attempt, not going to go. Rebound by Jalen McIntyre. McIntyre now pushing it for Socastee. Layup attempt in, not going to go. Rebound by Livingston. His putback attempt is going to go. His first points of the night makes it 36-17. Socastee cuts that lead down to 19. 4:23 remaining now in the second quarter. Going to be Brandon Johnson, top of the key. Johnson now to Taylor. Taylor working against McIntyre into the paint. Layup attempt up and in. Beautiful little shovel attempt by Cade Taylor. His first points of the night. And as Socastee tries to push it down the floor, it's going to be Stragnick. He steps on the sideline. Another turnover. Carolina Forest set to take over. Going to be Zanconi set to inbound now on the sideline for Carolina Forest. Going to give it to Taylor. Taylor's going to be the one to bring it up top of the key. He'll be working against Ryan. Taylor into Fisher. That one's taken away by Stragnick. Quick hands on Socastee's end as his layup attempt up and no good. Little bit of a wild layup attempt. It's going to be Johnson on the rebound. Johnson into the paint. His layup attempt not going to go. Quick with the board. It's going to be Zanconi. He puts it right back in. 10 points on the night for Nick Zanconi. 40-17. Carolina Forest leads by 23. Quick on the inbound is going to be Armstrong with the foul for Carolina Forest. Got a little overly aggressive there on the inbound. Going to remain 40-17. Socastee ball. 3:44 remaining now in the second quarter. Substitution for Carolina Forest. It's going to be J.J. Gray subbing back in the match. He is going to replace Cade Taylor. Brown now with the ball, has it taken away. Johnson with the quick hands, going to say it was a little too quick. Caught a piece of the arm of Marcus Brown. It's going to be a foul on Brandon Johnson. Team foul number 5 on Carolina Forest here in this second quarter, putting Socastee in the bonus. That's going to send Marcus Brown to the free throw line for Socastee. First free throw attempt up and in, makes it 40-18. 4 points on the night for Marcus Brown. Carolina Forest now only leads by 22. Carolina Forest has 4 different players, actually 8 different players, double that, 8 different players with a foul early on here in this second quarter. Second free throw attempt, no good, rebounds Zanconi, and he'll bring down the floor for Carolina Forest. He finds Gray. Gray working now into the paint. Going to be fouled before he even has a chance to go up for a layup. They're going to say that foul looks like it goes against Christian Royals. It's going to be his second foul of the evening. Team foul number 3 for Socastee here in this second quarter. Gray set to inbound, finds Zanconi. Zanconi gets big on the glass. Layup attempt up and in, 42-18. Carolina Forest up big on Socastee. 3:12 remaining here in the second quarter. Now it's going to be Ryan. Ryan's layup attempt, no good. Tries to get the rebound back. It's going to go off his fingers and out of bounds. Going to be Carolina Forest ball on the baseline. Another takeaway forced by this potent Carolina Forest defensive squad. It's going to be Gray set to bring the ball up the floor for Carolina Forest. He's going to find Armstrong. Armstrong now working top of the key. Thought about shooting. Instead, it's going to dish it off to Fisher. Fisher layup attempt. Going to get away. Good deflection there by Paul Livingston with the quick hands for Socastee. Now, it's going to be Wethington. Wethington into the corner. Marcus Brown for three. Not going to go. Rebound. Cincone. Cincone pushing it. Finds Johnson. Johnson in the open paint. His layup attempt up and in. Brandon Johnson now with 11 points on the night. Carolina Forest up 44-18. 2:33 remaining in the second quarter. It's going to be Kyler Wethington. Wethington layup attempt. No good for Socastee. That one goes off of his own hands. Going to be out of bounds. Carolina Forest again set to inbound on the baseline. 44-18. Carolina Forest leads by 26. Going to be Johnson set to inbound. Johnson gives it to Cincone, gives it right back. Going to be top of the key, Aiden Armstrong. As he's going to find Gray. Gray working on the left wing, wanting some movement. Everyone's standing around. As Gray going to eventually break off, tries to find Armstrong, gets away, but Gray able to pick that one right back up, puts it in himself. His first points of the second quarter brings him to 19 total on the night. Carolina Forest leads 46-18. As that one's also going to be taken away by Gray. A steal. Gray's layup attempt up and in. Carolina Forest up 48-18. Minute 43 remaining now in the second quarter. It's going to be Wethington of Socastee trying to bring this one to the floor. Wethington going to find Ryan. Ryan into the paint, going to find Livingston. Livingston layup attempt up and in for Socastee. 4 points on the night now for Paul Livingston. Socastee cuts this one down to 28. It's going to be Armstrong on the left wing. Armstrong finds Cincone. Cincone goes right back to Armstrong. Thought about shooting. Instead, he's going to pull it down. Working against Wethington. Not much there. It's going to give it to Johnson on the top of the key. Johnson working against Ryan. Layup attempt. Not going to go, but a rebound attempt for Fisher up and in. Josiah Fisher's first points of the night. And Carolina Forest is up 50-20. Minute and 2 remaining in the second quarter. Wethington trying to find an inbound. Fisher comes from across the court to force that one away. Steal going to be Armstrong. Armstrong on the push to Cincone. Cincone layup attempt up and in. Makes it 52-20. 46 seconds remaining now in the second quarter. 14 points on the night for Nick Cincone. As Socastee trying to push it and find Ryan. That one gets away from him, out of bounds. Carolina Forest takes over, up 32 in the second quarter. 38 seconds remain. Going to be Carolina Forest ball on the sideline. That one's going to go Brandon Johnson as he is set to inbound. He's going to find Aiden Armstrong, and he's going to bring this one up the court for Carolina Forest. Substitution is going to be Jack White taking over for Nick Cincone. As Johnson finds Gray. Gray, three attempt, not going to go. Rebound, Paul Livingston, and Socastee has it heading the other way. Livingston tries to find Wethington. Gets it right back. Going to push the court now. Going to find McKee. McKee into McIntyre. McIntyre, layup attempt, no good. Gets his own rebound. Layup attempt, also no good. He'll be head to the line as he is fouled, and he will be shooting 2 free throws. That foul going to go against J.J. Gray, his second foul of the night. That's going to be the 6th team foul of Carolina Forest here in the second quarter. There is now 5 Carolina Forest players with 2 fouls on the night. Something to watch. It's not going to matter unless Socastee has a crazy second half push, as they are up 31 here in the first half. But something to watch. 2 fouls for 5 players on Carolina Forest. Second free throw, no good after the first one was made. But the rebound, offensive for Landon McKee. His layup attempt is no good. He is fouled, however. He'll be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul goes against Brandon Johnson, his second foul of the night. Team foul number 7 for Carolina Forest here in this second quarter. There is now 6 Carolina Forest players with 2 fouls on the night. First free throw attempt for McKee on the way. No good. Pushed it to the left. A little bit of an air ball free throw attempt there, and the student section is not going to let him live that one down. remains 52-21. 7.5 seconds remain in the second quarter. Second free throw attempt for McKee. Up and no good. Also off the backboard. 2 free throw attempts for McKee and 2 missed rim opportunities. It's going to remain 52-21. Carolina Forest up 31 with 7.5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's going to be Johnson on the inbound. Johnson finds Gray. Gray now pushing it. 4 seconds remain. 3, 2. That one gets away. Going to be a steal for Socastee. It's going to be Weathington tries to shoot at the buzzer. Armstrong there just to knock it away. It's going to remain 52-21. Carolina Forest leads 31 points at the half. And it has been absolute domination for Carolina Forest here in the opener of region play for Carolina Forest. We'll be right back with a halftime report, and then hopefully we'll get right back into third quarter action, as from now on it should be a running clock as Carolina Forest again takes a huge lead on region opponent Socastee. We'll be right back after this halftime report.
Do you have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
As we are back, sorry for the delayed halftime show. Had a little performance there at the half, followed by some very interesting student half-court shots. Let's just say we're glad we have the roster that we have, and none of those students in the student section are suited up tonight, because some of those shots were just, well, I'm just going to use the nicest word I can in my vocabulary and stick with atrocious. That's going to be the nicest word I can use for those. But tonight has just been an utter dominant performance from Carolina Forest. They've been all over the floor, 52-21. And I apologize if you hear any background music, as we have a DJ in studio tonight, and it is very, very loud. But Carolina Forest again leading 52-21. We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from some second half action here. Carolina Forest leading by 31. The storyline tonight has been nothing other than this offensive prowess coming off of the defensive masterclass. 21 points for J.J. Gray, followed by 14 for Nixon Coney and 11 for Brandon Johnson. Carolina Forest been all over the floor on the defensive side, causing turnover after turnover, being physical on the glass, getting rebounds. They averaged 30 rebounds per game. They probably had that in the first half. Also, just getting big when it mattered most. Around half court, that suffocating full court press, not allowing Socastee to move the ball easily. It has been very slow, very challenging to get the ball across half court for Socastee, as every time they get it on the inbound, if they even get it in on the inbound, Carolina Forest has been right there to force those double teams, triple teams. J.J. Gray, Nixon Coney been flying around that front court, causing steal after steal. K. Taylor has a few steals of his own. And again, like we mentioned, when it matters, they get big and they get rebounds on the glass. They have just been utterly dominant tonight, and they have been spreading around the rock, hitting all their shots, and running up the scoreboard through the first 2 quarters of play. Again, 52-21, Carolina Forest leads by 31 at the half. We are a minute away now from third quarter action. Carolina Forest coming off of that Panther Classic third place finish, where they took on Conway in that third place match. They beat them after losing to them in that same exact spot last season. They got their redemption, and now they look to get their redemption in region play. Went 3-7 in the region last year. They look to right those wrongs, and I would say they're off to a pretty dang good start tonight, as they are leading 52-21 against the region opponent Socastee in the region opener. Carolina Forest, again, nothing more you can say about this matchup so far through the first 2 quarters than utterly dominant. They need to continue to fly around on defense, continue to hit their shots from the perimeter, and just keep their foot on the gas pedal, because Socastee has quite frankly had no answer to this defensive antics from Carolina Forest. They keep flying around, causing the press, and playing very well when it matters most. Carolina Forest gonna roll with their starting lineup on the floor. This is interesting. We just talked about not taking your foot off of the gas pedal, being just pedal to the metal, straight to the floor. They're up 31, and they put their starters out. I love it. I love that decision from Coach DeWalt, as they're going to keep all 5 starters on the floor here to start this third quarter. An early steal for Carolina Forest. Now it's going to be Gray. Gray pushing right wing. Shot attempt going to be no good. Rebound by Wethington. Wethington now pushing it for Socastee. He's working against R.J. Henry. Wethington trying to get into the paint. Nothing going. Now he's going to dish off to McKee. McKee into the paint. Floater attempt is going to go after bouncing off the rim 4 or 5 times. Makes it 52-23. It's going to be Landon McKee's first points of the night. Steal now for Carolina Forest. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Who that foul goes against, they're determining that now. Looks like it's going to go against Jalen McIntyre. Going to be his second foul of the evening. Team foul number 1 here in the third quarter. It's going to be Zinconi at the free throw line. His first attempt, no good, off the back of the iron and out. Remains 52-23 with 7:20 left in the third quarter. as he's just going to reload, take his time, and second free throw attempt on its way. That free throw attempt up and good. Nothing but net. Makes 15 points on the night now for Nick Cinconi. Carolina Force regains a 30-point lead. 53-23, 7:14 remaining in the third quarter. He's going to get it out to Ryan. Ryan working in that left corner. He's going to find McIntyre. McIntyre layup attempt, no good. Rebound by Cade Taylor. Taylor now pushing it for Carolina Force. He finds Cinconi. Cinconi into the paint. Layup attempt, no good. Rebound by Socastee. It's going to be McIntyre. McIntyre now pushing Socastee with numbers right into the paint. Layup attempt up and in. Brings it back to a 28-point lead. 53-25, 6:47 remaining here in this third quarter. For McIntyre, that's 4 points on the night. J.J. Gray now from the right wing knocks down his three. 24 points on the night for J.J. Gray. Carolina Force back to leading 31. 6:30 remaining here in this third quarter. 56-25, Carolina Force leads. Back in the corner, it's going to be Livingston. Livingston trying to find his guy, taken away by Henry. Henry into Cinconi. Cinconi layup attempt, not going to go. Rebound, McKee. McKee now for Socastee, taking it the other way. He finds Wethington. Wethington trying to get into the paint. Little misstep. Layup attempt off the glass is going to land. It's going to be Wethington's 8th point of the night, and it's going to be 56-27 with 6:02 remaining now in the third quarter. Taylor set to bring it up for Carolina Force as they attack on the right wing. It's going to go up to Gray. Gray, top of the key. He's working against Wethington, trying to make something happen. He's going to go right into the paint, finds and opens, and Cinconi, that ball gets away. He's able to regather his steps into the paint. He's blocked. Blocked by Paul Livingston. It's going to trickle out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Cinconi. And it's going to be Socastee ball on the baseline. Remains 56-27, 5:45 remaining in the third quarter. Wethington now bringing the ball up the floor for Socastee. As he's going to go to the corner, he finds Ryan. Ryan out now to Livingston. Livingston on that right wing, going to bleed it into the paint. He's going to find Wethington. His layup attempt, no good. They're going to call a delayed foul here, as Wethington tried to go up in the paint and had that one taken away. It looks like that foul is going to go against Josiah Fisher. It's going to be Fisher's first foul of the night. Team foul number 1 for Carolina Force here in that third quarter. Free throw attempts on the way for Kyler Wethington. First free throw attempt is good for Kyler Wethington. Makes it 56-28. Second free throw attempt up and also good off the back iron. 10 points now on the night for Kyler Wethington, leading scorer for Socastee. It's going to be Cade Taylor bringing this ball to the floor for Carolina Force. He's going to find Gray. Gray, top of the key, commanding traffic. Tells Cinconi to try to get to the paint. He's not going to find him. He's going to shoot a three. That's not going to go. Off the iron. Rebound Livingston, and Socastee has it right back. He's going to go to McIntyre. McIntyre into the paint. Coast to coast. Layup attempt up and in for Jalen McIntyre. 6 points on the night for him. 56-31. Socastee bringing this lead down to 25. 5:01 remaining now in the third quarter. As he's going to find Henry. Henry on the left wing for three. Not going to go. It's going to be Fisher on the offensive rebound for Carolina Force. He tries to get it right back to Henry, which he does. He's going to be tripped up, and the foul looks like it's going to go against Landon McKee. As we have a Socastee player down, that's going to be Kyler Wethington. Little slow to get up. Looks like he banged knees with Henry. So he's going to limp off the court. Replacing him is going to be Marcus Brown. So he's going to need a quick breather there as he heads to the bench for Socastee. Again, Wethington, their leading scorer, 10 points on the night. It's going to be Taylor, top of the key for Carolina Force. Taylor into the paint. It's going to find Henry. Henry open, going to fire a three from that left corner, and he knocks it down. R.J. Henry's first points of the night, and they come from beyond range. Henry coming into the night, 23 three-pointers made, second in all of Region 6. Now for Socastee, going to be Livingston top of the key. His pass taken away by Henry. Henry now working on the right wing. Thought about shooting again. He's going to pull up. Going to give it to Gray. Gray into the corner for Taylor. Taylor able to save the pass that almost went arid. Gets it to Fisher. Fisher now working on the free throw line. He's going to post up, take a jumper. His jumper is going to land. 2 more points of the night for Josiah Fisher. That brings his total to 4. Carolina Force leads 61-31, 4:03 remaining in the third quarter. That ball going to be taken away from Ryan. It's going to be Henry on the steal. It's going to be Zinconi. Zinconi gets up, and he's going to slam that one home. They're going to say Zinconi hung on the rim, which is this late in the game. It's going to be a flex. Going to see that one all over Snapchat tonight. But 61-31, Carolina Force leads by 30. Points negated just because he hung on the rim. Little silly in my opinion. But Carolina Force, another quick steal. This one's going to go to Zinconi. Thought about getting his redemption with another dunk. Instead, he's going to be fouled. He'll be headed to the line to shoot 2 as the layup attempt is no good. Yeah, going back to it, I mean, Carolina Force is up 30. He has a run in the open lane, and we're going to negate the points just because he hung on the rim for a little bit. I mean, it was a nice play. Zinconi looks like he's going to get those 2 points back here anyway. I spoke a little too soon. First free throw attempt, no good off the front of the rim. Remains 61-31 with 3:39 remaining. Substitution for Carolina Force. It's going to be Jack White coming in, subbing J.J. Gray out. Second free throw attempt, nothing but net for Nick Zinconi. It's going to be 62-31. Carolina Force leads by 31 with 3:33 remaining in the third quarter. Zinconi with the steal. He's going to shoot a 3, not going to go. Rebound by White. White now to Zinconi. Zinconi's going to find Taylor. Taylor to Fisher. Top of the key. Thought about shooting. Instead, he's going to dish to Morales. Morales for 3. He's going to hit his first points of the night, and Carolina Force extends their lead to 65-31. A beautiful sequence of passing there for Carolina Force to find the open Morales. He eventually knocks down the 3, and Carolina Force leads by 34. It's going to be a called foul now on the other end as Socastee was pushing. Foul is going to go against Tate Taylor, his 3rd foul of the evening. Team foul number 2 here in the third quarter. Substitution for Carolina Force. It's going to be Brandon Johnson and Landon Sario subbing in. Josiah Fisher and Nick Zinconi subbing out. Wethington on the inbound. Going to find McIntyre. McIntyre working top of the key. Back to Wethington. Wethington for 3 on the right corner. Not going to go. Ball still loose on the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. 3 different players jumping for it. Sario of Carolina Force gets tangled up with Landon McKee. Possession arrow goes for Carolina Force. It's going to be Panthers ball on the inbound from the baseline. Brandon Johnson set to inbound for the Panthers. He's going to get that one to Taylor. Taylor set to bring the ball up the floor for Carolina Force. Taylor dishes, finds Johnson. Johnson back to Taylor, working on that right wing. He'll be working against Bauer. As Taylor tries to find Johnson, that one's going to get away. Turnover, thrown out of bounds. Going to be Socastee ball on the sideline. McKee set to inbound. He finds Wethington. Wethington bringing this one past half court for Socastee as he gets this one into the paint. He's going to find Ryan. Ryan throws that one away. Steal by White. White into the paint. Layup attempt, no good. Off the hands of a Socastee defender. It's going to head out of bounds. Remain Carolina Force ball. Set to inbound on the baseline. Going to be Taylor inbounding for Carolina Force. Substitution for Socastee. It's going to be Duke subbing in, replacing Chris Ryan. This inbound goes to Sario. Sario to Taylor. Taylor into the paint. Floater. Going to go up and in. A beautiful floater for Carolina Force. Going to be 67-31. 2:20 remaining now in the third quarter. Going to be Socastee ball now on the other end. It's going to be Wethington in the quarter. Wethington going to find Bauer. Bauer post up for 3 as he's going to knock it down. Makes it 67-34. Carolina Force up 33 here in the third quarter. 2:08 remaining in the quarter. Again, Carolina Force leads 67-34 with 2:08 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be right back with the final 2:08 left in this third quarter.
Have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes, to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
Inbound for Carolina Forest is going to be Johnson. Johnson set to bring it up the floor for the Panthers. He's going to find Morales. Morales, quick turnaround three, top the key, and he knocks it down. 6 points on the night now for Eric Morales. 2 for 2 from beyond the perimeter. Makes it 70-34. Carolina Forest holds that 36-point lead. As that one's taken away, a steal for Carolina Forest. Going to be called a foul on the floor. Looks like that one is going to go against Landon McKee of Socastee. Going to be his first foul tonight. Team foul number 4 in this third quarter. It's going to be back Johnson on the inbound. Johnson tries to drive it in the paint. Almost taken away. Able to get that one right back. Finds White. White in the paint. Going to dish off. And he finds Zamir Mateen just subbing in for Carolina Forest as he finds White on the perimeter for 3, and he knocks it down. Jack White's first points of the night. Carolina Forest up 73-34. Minute 25 remaining here in this third quarter. Now for Socastee, top of the key, it's going to be Bauer. Bauer going to dish one in, going to find Wethington. Wethington into the paint, layup attempt, no good. He is fouled, so he'll be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul is going to go against Landon Sario. Going to be his third foul of the evening. Team foul number 3 in the third quarter. That's a lot of threes, not to mention Landon Sario's number is 33. Free throw attempt coming up. Kyler Wethington. First attempt up and in, nothing but net, bringing his total to 11 on the night. Again, Socastee's leading scorer. Substitution for Carolina Forest. It's going to be Jaden Nolan subbing in. He'll replace Landon Sario with those 3 fouls. Free throw attempt number 2 coming up for Wethington. Attempt up and in, nothing but net. 12 points now on the night for Kyler Wethington. 73-36. Carolina Forest leads by 37. Minute 10 remaining now in the third quarter. Here's Morales. Morales from the wing for 3. He knocks it down. 3 for 3 beyond the perimeter for Eric Morales. 9 points on the night. 76-36. Carolina Forest leads by 40. 55 seconds remain in the third quarter. It's going to be Wethington, top of the key, working against White, as he's going to find McIntyre. McIntyre now on the right wing. He dishes. It's going to be Livingston. Livingston thought about shooting, working against Mateen. Instead, gives it to Bauer. Bauer in the corner. Tried to get it away. Instead, picks up his dribble. He'll find Livingston. Livingston pass is stolen by none other than Eric Morales. Morales, who has been blazing hot from beyond the perimeter. This one's going to go to Johnson. Johnson now working into the paint. Thought about shooting. Instead, gives it back to Morales. Morales for 3. Again, this one not going to go off the rim. Rebound by Mateen. A good offensive board. Gives it out to Johnson. Johnson on the corner now to Nolan. Nolan on the block. Nolan gives it back to Morales. Morales shoots again, and he knocks it down. Another 3 for Eric Morales. His 4th of the game. 12 points on the night now for Eric Morales. 79-36. Carolina Forest up huge. 3-pointer responded by Kyler Wethington as he knocks his 3-pointer down. Going to be 79-39. Carolina Forest heads to the 4th and final quarter up by 40. They have been electric all game on the defensive end from beyond the perimeter, and they enter the 4th quarter of this region opener up by 40. We'll be right back with the final 8 minutes to play here in the Panther Den. Again, Carolina Forest leads 79-39 with 8 minutes remaining.
Do you have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Gone. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
Start of the fourth quarter here in the Panther Den. Carolina Forest again leading 79-39, up 40 with the final 8 minutes of play to go. Looks like it should be a running clock here in the Panther Den. Try to get some people out of the building, beat the traffic, as we already know the result of this one. We've known the result since the first quarter. Carolina Forest, again, just been electric all night long when it comes to playing defense and when it comes to getting takeaways, as they have been hitting every single shot they take from the perimeter. Now, to start the quarter, is going to be Bauer for Socastee. He's going to find McKee. McKee on the right wing tries to find his guy over, and Royals almost gets away from him. Royals tries to find his guy, and that one will get away from him. Going to be a turnover. Carolina Forest set to take over on the baseline. Going to be Collier on the inbound. Collier going to find Armstrong. Armstrong working, getting double team now on the right wing. He's going to find his guy Nolan in the corner. Nolan working against Hagler. That one's going to go in the paint. Try to find Dean's France. Layup attempt, no good. Ball's going to trickle out of bounds. They're going to say it went off a Socastee defender. Going to remain Carolina Force ball on the baseline. Armstrong set to inbound. Armstrong gets it into Collier. Collier, top of the key to Nolan. Nolan driving. Floater is going to hit. First points on the night for Jaden Nolan. Extends this lead to 81-39. Carolina Force with the rebound. It's going to be Dean's France. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Carolina Forest. They're going to have the ball set to inbound on the baseline, and it is here a running clock in the fourth and final quarter. 10 different players have scored a bucket tonight for Carolina Forest. A season high in terms of production from every single player on the floor. It's going to be Armstrong. Again, working against that double team. Bauer and McIntyre keep collapsing on that right wing to try to force havoc. Great ball movement by Carolina Force to find the open man. That's going to be Zamir Mateen, who has his first points of the night. So scratch that. 10 players have not scored a point for Carolina Forest. 11 players have scored a point for Carolina Forest. 83-39. With this running clock, it's going to make it hard to hit 100. I would like Carolina Forest to put 100 up on the board. Scoreboard, I don't even know if it can fit that many points on the board, but it'd be nice to find out. Socastee inbound pass going to get away, as that is a turnover. Carolina Forest again set to take over on the baseline. They now lead by 44. Sorry, I'm no mathematician. That took a little second to add up in my head, but they lead 83-39. It's going to be Armstrong working on that left wing. Again, Socastee trying to implement this double team. He's going to find Nolan. Nolan working on the top of the key. He's usually in the front court. Seeing Nolan in the back court is that trap they want. 3 attempt from Armstrong, not going to go, but a rebound from Nolan. There's a reason he's always in the front court, because he can get big on the boards and make plays on the glass. That layup attempt is going to be up and in. Nolan now brings his point total to 4 on the night. 85-41. Wethington going to be fouled and one, headed to the line, looking to capitalize and make it a 3-point play. Wethington is the leading scorer for Socastee tonight. He has 14 on the night. That foul going to go against Marquise Deans France, his first foul of the evening. Free throw attempt, no good for Wethington. Rebound by Nolan. That's going to go to Armstrong. Armstrong bringing it up the court. That one's almost taken away. He takes it right back for Carolina Force. He's going to find Collier. Collier in the paint to Deans France. His layup attempt up and no good. Rebound, Socastee. That rebound is going to be Duke. Duke now pushing it for Socastee. His shot attempt up and in makes it 85-43 with 4:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mateen now finds Collier in the open floor. His layup attempt up and in, and 12 Panthers players have now scored a point tonight against Socastee. Royals layup attempt for Socastee, not going to go. Rebound by Duke. Duke has that one taken away. Mateen with the steal. He's going to find Armstrong. Armstrong working it up in the open floor. He's going to find Collier. Collier thought about shooting, instead gives it back to Armstrong. Armstrong waves Deans France into the paint. Layup attempt not going to go. Going to go off the hands of a Socastee player, and it is going to be Carolina Force ball on the baseline. Again, Carolina Force leading 87-43 with 3:32 remaining here in this fourth and final quarter. Armstrong set to inbound. Gonna find Collier. Collier tried to go up strong, has that one taken away. Steal by Marcus Brown. Socastee now pushing into the open floor. Layup attempt, no good. It's gonna go off the hands of a Socastee player. It's gonna head out of bounds. Turnover, Carolina Force ball set to post up on the baseline. It's going to be Collier set to inbound. He finds Mateen. Mateen now working on that left wing all the way into the paint. Tries to go coast for coast. That one almost taken away. Instead, they're going to call a travel on the floor for Mateen. And that's going to be a turnover. Socastee ball on the baseline. Marcus Brown set to inbound. Carolina Force leading 87-43. Running clock, 2:45 remaining now in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Collier with the steal for Carolina Force. Collier finds Nolan. Nolan layup attempt up and in. 89-43. Jaden Nolan 6 points now on the night for Carolina Force. Socastee pushing it the other way. It's McIntyre. McIntyre tries to find Duke. It was almost taken away. Duke instead is going to post up and shoot. His shot attempt knocks down. Three-pointer, a beautiful shot for Socastee. Now it's going to be Mateen. Mateen running for Carolina Force. Finds Collier. Collier thought about shooting. He's going to give it to Armstrong. Armstrong on the floater. Not going to go. Almost gets his own offensive board. Instead, it goes off his hand. Going to be Socastee ball on the baseline. 89-46. Carolina Force leads by 43. 2 minutes now remaining on the clock, and it continues to run. We are under 2 into the minute and 55-second territory. Going to be Marcus Brown bringing this one up the floor for Socastee. He's going to find Duke. Duke working against Mateen on the right wing. He's going to find Bauer. Bauer back to Duke. Thought about shooting. Instead, he's going to be double teamed by Collier and Mateen. Finds Bauer somehow in that corner. He knocks down a three, makes it 89-49. A beautiful shot from the corner. Socastee back on the board. Again, 89-49. Carolina Force lead cut to 40. Minute 33 remaining now in the fourth and final quarter. We'll head to a break, and we will be right back with the final minute 33 seconds. Again, Carolina Force leads 89-49. Minute 33 left to play.
Have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Gone. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
As we enter the final minute and 33 seconds left to play. Again, Carolina Force leading 89-49. Minute 33 left here to play. It's going to be Collier on the inbound. He's going to find Armstrong. Armstrong set to bring this one up the right floor. He's going to find a wide open Deans France, whose layup attempt is up and in, bringing Carolina Force total to 91. Carolina Force leading 91-49. Minute 17 left to play in the fourth quarter. Running clock. Ball heads out of bounds. Does not matter. Clock continues to run. That now brings 12 different Carolina Force players with a point on the night. Now top of the key is going to be Bauer. Bauer working against Mateen, nowhere to go. Going to find Duke. Duke still running against that double team. It's taken away. Carolina Force on the steal. It's Mateen. Mateen into the open floor. Layup attempt up and in, bringing his point total on the night to 4. Carolina Force leads 93-49. Socastee tries to get in a quick inbound. It's going to go over the head of the intended target. It's going to be Connor Hagler, and it's going to go out of bounds. Carolina Force ball. It's going to be Nolan. Nolan, 30 seconds left on this clock into Collier. Collier tries to find Deans France right off the fingertips, heads out of bounds. It's a turnover. 23 seconds now remain in this contest. It's going to be Bauer on the baseline to inbound for Socastee. 15 seconds left now as this clock just continues to churn and run as it heads towards the final seconds of the contest. 7, 6. He is fouled. Clock will run out. 3, 2, 1, and that's it for the contest. Carolina Force, a convincing win in the region opener, 93-49. They win this opening contest by 44 points, and Carolina Force dominated from the very jump. They will advance to 1-0 in region play, 10-4 the overall record. Again, it's been utterly dominant all night for Carolina Force on the defensive side of the board. They have been shooting lights out from the perimeter, and they have been creating opportunity after opportunity. When one arises, they continue to just take and take and take, and they were relentless all night long. Again, they get the victory 93-49 in the opener of region play. Carolina Force advancing to 10-4 on the season, 1-0 in region play. They went 3-7 last season, and they look to right those wrongs, and boy, are they off to a hot start when it comes to turning around that region record again. Carolina Force wins 93-49, and they had 13 different players get in the scores column. A dominant performance tonight by Carolina Force as they win their region opener 93-49. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night, and we'll be right back here on Thursday to take on St. James in the second region game. Again, Carolina Force wins 93-49, advance to 1-0.